little over 2 years ago, Kiro Games released one of its most popular gacha games ever, Wuthering Waves. With wanting to play the game, I've had a reason to play it, which was the Cyberpunk collaboration. As a massive fan of Cyberpunk, I was truly intrigued by what Wuthering Waves had to offer. I wanted to get every character in the collab, wanted to see everything the collab had to offer. That meant exploring for pulls and building these characters, even being hooked along the way by some crazy events and just enjoying the game outside of the collab. I wanted to do everything the game had to offer, so let's lock in, and this is my journey of 100 hours plus in Wuthering Waves. I hope you enjoy. The first week started as any other game, figuring out the mechanics and unlocking most important part, wishing. At this time, I had many first-time player events available to complete. Lucy and Lucilla were on banner and I claimed my free Rebecca. After messing around, I started the first story quests of many. After skipping many quests, I made it to the Black Shores. At this time, I started to be intrigued by the PvE points of the game, so I did some research. I find that one of the best versatile characters in WUWA was Shorekeeper. She was one of the starter banner characters available for beginner players, so I decided one of the first 5-star limited characters I would be going for is her. With exactly 0 pity, I did a 10 pull, and something I wasn't prepared for that became a big theme of this playthrough happened.
Shorekeeper いい名前あなたのための決意と信念を感じる
Shorekeeper was absolutely beautiful, and she was also in the story quest I was doing at that time. Before we talk about why she's good, I wanna say, I farmed all of Black Shores and all of the quests leading to that point for her, and then I got her weapon at 72 pity. Just a sidetrack before we get back to Shorekeeper, I wanna say, I enjoy the game's mechanics, but I believe that using the loot mapper is much more useful than the interactive map. Same as the treasure camper in Genshin Impact. So I only got the chests that show on the loot mapper, so not a lot of my exploration is at 100% because I don't really care about 100%. So from this point forward, don't ask why something isn't 100%ed. The answer simply is it wasn't on the loot mapper and I don't enjoy using the interactive map. But I do every single quest I can because a busy quest log is disturbing. But with every quest I did skip every single quest because I don't really care for the lore. If something intrigued me, I watched the lore video on it, so it was practically just skipping every single quest. Through this playthrough, you're going to be getting an overview of what is achievable in 100 hours plus, skipping every quest and doing a decent amount of exploration. Now that we have the base understanding, let's get back to the topic at hand. Now that we figured out this, let's talk about the experience and beauty of Black Shores, seeing as it is the first place I, as a beginner, explored using the loot mapper. This place is one of many beautiful places the game allows you to explore. It has this tech theme that is quite amazing. The main colors are blue, but mostly black. It gives me this vibes of what the inside of a computer look. I genuinely enjoyed this place, and it was amazingly beautiful. I'd give this place, out of everything I've explored, a B rank. As for Shorekeeper, she acts as a top tier universal healer, crit buffer and damage amplifier, who fits into almost any team, making her a must pull for my account as I just started playing. She grants an amazing 12.5 bonus crit rate and a 25% bonus crit damage via her Stellar Realm and a universal 15% damage amp to the entire party on her outro skill. And on top of that, boosts team attack further when paired with supportive echoes. Sets like Rejuvenating Glow and Fallacy of No Return are good supportive sets that Shorekeeper used that I will be getting throughout this playthrough. So yeah, she is an important unit when it comes to being a support, and on top of that I got her weapon too. The final build I got Shorekeeper after exploring all of Black Shores and min-maxing her artifacts and getting her weapon was 21% crit rate and 205 crit damage with 224% energy recharge, which I think is acceptable for a support. I could be wrong because I'm not truly sure, and any help is appreciated because I'm still think I have a lot to learn when it comes to this game. But that's round about my first week, just spent through skipping through most of the first quests and jumping into my first character banner, which was Shorekeeper and her weapon. Week 2 started slow. I didn't really do much, except a lot of main side quests and character quests. I think this week I gained around 60 pulls, which was 9,600 as strides. Week 2 wasn't an incredible busy week because I was quite unsure of what I wanted to do with this account. I knew I wanted to invest into the Cyberpunk collab, but I wasn't really sure about which characters I should be looking for, and the fact that gacha games are slightly limited on the amount you can do because of the characters on banner can't make a full team. So at this time I only had Shorekeeper and the starting characters that you get from Resonator rewards and Verena that you receive from the standard banner pulls. The main things I did in this week was just messing around with event quests and events, which actually kept me quite happy and occupied. I didn't gain a sense of dread like I normally do doing just quests for days, which is amazing for a gacha game. Or this could also just be a new game syndrome, I couldn't really say. During this time, Lucilla gained my interest, so I decided I might pull for her, seeing I have a lot of time left for Lucy. So I opened the banner, and again,
Life's a reel of memories, and memories, life recut.
This shocked me and would be the second time this happened. I built her and took her into Larairoy to get her ascension material. I was so happy to have her, but she hasn't been used much because no one I'd pulled that she was good with would run anytime during this month. But don't worry, many pulls will be done in the other weeks. Lucilla uses Yuki and Chaska, or whatever her name is, and builds one of the strongest Glacio teams. She's a Glacio support. She has a simple kit of entering the field, and then her intro skill is taking a photo with her camera, giving her 2 stacks, or 2, let's call them cards, for example. After you hold her E, it opens up the lens of the camera, and if you perfectly time it within the white part, you get another stack. Before you hold down the attack button, you press Q to open her ultimate, which then you hold down attack, which allows her to do her thing of buffing Glacio damage. She's, I think, the most versatile character when it comes to Glacio buffing, but unfortunately, through everything I've done, they still haven't brought back anyone that Lucia is good with, or that I want to personally pull. I had one goal in this week. It was to get Lucy and her weapon. But before that, it is time to head into Night City so that I can gain a slight experience of what the game has to offer before I get Lucy. When I jumped into Night City, I gained some bittersweet memories. Night City was beautiful even though it was quite small. I actually kept up with the story and the areas were amazing. Hearing that damn song again was amazing. I really enjoyed the story quests and the theme that Night City brought with it to Wuthering Waves. I would rate Night City, even though it's quite small, an S, just because when it ended, I wanted more. The events that came out with Night City was the Atom Smasher event and just some small exploration wards with pulls. I explored all of Night City and I did every single Cyberpunk quest, and the experience was quite enjoyable compared to other things that I've done, and I think this would give me a better understanding of what the new areas of Wuthering Waves was gonna offer. I also explored a lot of Jingzhou, which felt like exploring Leeway and Genshin Impact. It's very plain, but some places were amazing. And my love for the loot mapper started here. The place is a solid C tier, not bad, not good, just okay. After the quest and exploration, I was so excited to pull Lucy, so I jumped right into it. And just to explain, the banner that came out with Lucy was special because if you pull 10 times, they would give you 5 pulls, for example. If you pull 20 times, it'd give you 5 pulls again. And like this, the banner would kind of pay you back for the fact that it doesn't save over. So as a new player, it was kind of a gamble to wish on Lucy's banner, seeing that the pulls weren't going to be saved until next patch. So any pulls that I didn't utilize fully, I would be losing. But let's jump right into the pulling.
Dream had to end.
Around 2 days of work, I got Lucy's weapon around 67 pity. Now that I have the Cyber Queen herself, I got into killing Adam Smasher and building her and Rebecca. Her kit is quite good. So you jump on field, it's EE. After the initial, then you press E again. Like take out her gun and like shoot/hack the enemy. And then once you do this, it unlocks her second mode, which is like hacker mode. In this mode, you use her charged attacks mostly, which does mega damage. Then by the end of that, you use her ult. The support she was going with was Rebecca and Verena. That I got S2 with the starter rewards from the you get a free standard pull if you do all of these certain type of quests. With that, you get a free Verena from the selector. So that's my Lucy team. My Lucy has 71% crit rate and 271% crit damage, which is much better than what I remembered when I thought she was initially much worse. She's incredibly fun to play, and I'd say she's equally fun to play compared to who I pull in the final week. Altogether, week 3 was quite enjoyable. Pulling the canister was fun, and the grind really hasn't stopped. I think I was still enjoying the game at this point, and I was fully focused on just seeing what the map has to offer and seeing everything. Around this time, I think I jumped into the end games of Wuthering Waves, which I didn't really complete much because my teams weren't even remotely leveled yet, and talents were still incredibly low. I think I was around about level 50 at this point, so my max level the characters can get is 80. Nothing more than that. With all the pulls that I did on Lucy, as I explained with the special banner that she's on, if you get her and her gun, you get her free constellation, as it's called in Genshin. With getting her and her weapon, I got Lucy R1 S1, meaning that I used the banner to its fullest and I explored most of Jingshu and the Cyberpunk collab, meaning that I got round about, on average, I think like 10,000 astrites through all of that twice, because I got Lucy late Betty and I got her weapon slightly early, but not really. So my Lucy is S1 R1 at the end of week 3. I have a Lucilla that is R1 S0, and I have a Shorekeeper that is R1 S0. Verena is S2 with variation at this point, and Rebecca is just there to support Lucy. The highest damage I think I've reached was on Adam Smasher. With my Lucy team built, she did 200,000 damage on a charged attack, which was quite amazing to see, seeing that at that point I haven't reached that amount of damage in Genshin Impact yet, which I've been playing for almost a year. A video of that will be coming out. But that kind of wraps up most of week. I had Jingzhou fully explored using the loot mapper. Most of it was at 70. Black Shores was mostly explored. Most of it was also at 70. Night City fully complete, and the first main story quest was done. We're going to be jumping into Renacita in week 3 and pulling one more important character. We can say this week is around about week 4 to 6 because as I'm recording this video, I'm at 150 hours played. But for now, let's just get right back into all I did in the final time. The last I did in this week was finish Renacita's story quest. I started to explore the map again, and I completely finished everything from Augusta's story to Yuno's story, all the way to the other lady with the guns and lady with the spear that's a dog, whose name I can't remember. After finishing Renacita, I think Luke came out around about that point, the golden boy of Wuthering Waves, an absolute cool character. He has this doctor theme and he has this very golden theme to him. Luke Harrison was there on the banner, and I knew I was going to go for him because he has a very great way of building. He needs a 5-star character called Sanhua and Shorekeeper, which I already both had, and then all I needed to do was build Luke and Sanhua. While exploring the banner reset, Luke Harrison was there with 40 pulls and 30 pity on the banner and a dream. I went for it.
I've already bid farewell to the self buried beneath the frostlands. When the snow thaws, we'll meet again among the new blooms of...
And I got him around 79 pity using the monthly resets pulls as well. And with the 7 weapon banner pulls you get, this happen.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
So yeah, as we can see, the main theme of this month of working my ass off for pulls and astrites, you can see that the game kind of repaid me for the incredible luck and I also think the increased rates actually help a lot, seeing that it's soft but starts earlier than other gacha games. So hopefully the theme sticks around for the rest of my WUWA journey, the theme of luck. After building him and getting him around 89% crit rate and 218% crit damage, I started to explore the first era of Renacita. With the new thing that Renacita came out with, everything that has come with Renacita, I see the loot mapper has slightly been faded out. I only got to 30% exploration after using the loot mapper, and I hope they didn't forget about the function, because this is where I am at the moment. So I won't rank Renacita for now, seeing as I didn't explore much, but around now I'm enjoying the game and I can't wait to see what's next. Around about now, Luke is my most built character. He has a very interesting kit as well. With most of the characters in the game, I would say kits are quite interesting. Luke enters the field after applying Sunwa's EQ, attack, and Q, ER. So Luke comes on field, you tap, you just normal spacebar attack actually, because Luke has a special thing where he's in the air, you can use his spacebar as a normal attack. You normal attack until you hear like a ding, then you press E, teleports towards the boss. He does a single attack, then you use spacebar again, pressing E, turns into in like a little tornado attack. It's just normal attacks again, where he does a massive like shoots crystals and he slams into the crystals. That does insane damage. Probably one of the coolest attacks, or one of the most satisfying attacks. And then his burst is also really cool. Overall, his kit is just so cool. The color mixing with the blue and the red and the gold is just so cool, and his scythe is amazing. I love scythe characters in most games, especially gacha games where each character is like worked on and showed off. By this point, I think I've like gotten like 300 pulls plus at this point of exploring and playing. I have no completion in endgames. The endgames is quite difficult, seeing that my world is only now 50 something. The third team I want to go with is Lucilla and Yugi, or whatever her name is, the ice character, with whatever other character comes along that buffs them well enough to put the team on another area. Altogether, the 150 hours spent, I feel like the game has been enjoyable. There's more characters I want to build. There's a 4-star character I want to build, and the game has just been enjoyable overall.